What are your guys' prediction on the book Salvador Later Early?
I kind of just thought it was kind of growing because it started as a caterpillar, and at the end it says something about like flutters in the air before disappearing like a memory of kite. So it's kind of like how he's like growing to be like maybe more wise.
I see it as like him in hope and despair. As in, like in the beginning, he was, nobody knew his name, doesn't have many friends, and he's like the little caterpillar. But at the end, he's fluttering away like a butterfly, and he has a lot of hope, and he's responsible.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Trent because I looked up the name Salvador and it said like Salvador's the meaning of a baby, and it also says it's the Latin word for savior.
Yeah.
And then it also says in the story, in the last paragraph, it says right here. It says, inside the throat that must clear itself and apologize each time it speaks. So it's like saying he's inside everyone and he helps everyone out. So he's growing throughout the book.
Yeah, that it definitely makes sense with also the two sentences where it says, inside of that body too small to contain the 100 balloons of happiness, a single guitar of grief. So yeah, it's definitely got two sides to the story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with Ada. It's like half of it is hope, the ending part, and the other part is kind of like sad, how he doesn't really, nobody really cares, but he still cares for everybody else.
In the last paragraph, it says, inside that 40-pound body of a boy. Mm-hmm. And Salvador, throughout the story, based on what I saw that he was acting responsible, but 40 pounds obviously shows that he's a little boy. What do you guys think about that?
Well, I see it as like he's in the adult of the family, yet he's still the kid. So he plays two roles in the family.
He's the responsible one, yet he's one of the younger ones because his mom is busy with the baby, and he has his two younger brothers.
I agree with Ada. With his little brothers, he has to take care of them, and his mom is busy. He takes them to school. I think that's really responsible.
Yeah, I agree with Ada and Logan because I feel like they never mention a father, so he must have like passed away or is on a business trip for some.
And then, it's saying if he'll be a responsible adult. I think he probably will because he already knows how to be an adult because he cares for his like younger siblings.
So, why do you think the author wrote this story?
I think it's just to show how you can help out with everyone and how you can grow and like no matter what age you are, you can just help out.
Yeah, I agree with Alyssa. Just because even though that Salvador is a young boy, he can still be responsible and like an adult.
Maybe it's not even that, because here it says, in that 40-pound body of a boy with its geography of scars, its history of hurt. So maybe maybe it could also be like, even though people aren't the nicest to you, you can still help out and make a difference.
I agree. Yeah, I agree with Ada. It's he can help everyone, but like he's still the kid, and he still has his despair and parts of hope in his life.
What do you think is the mood of the passage?
Well, it changes. Like it starts out talking about him and how sad he was, and like he was sad. It wasn't happy. But then at the end of the story, he seemed to like, as it kind of says in the last paragraph or the last sentence, it says it flutters in the air before disappearing, like a memory of kites. So it's like he grows throughout the story and flutters away because he's good.
It's like happier at the end and like sad at the beginning.
Definitely. Yeah, I agree with Logan.
He
like realizes that what he has is okay, and probably
Yeah.
could be worse.
What do you think, like the name of it, Salvador late or early, what do you think that means?
Well, Logan obviously just told us that Salvador means it's a baby name that means the savior. So he's kind of like the savior of the family.
What does the late and or early part mean? I
You
can't
know,
really figure
like,
it out.
I think, I don't know, but my
Yeah.
prediction is like, he always helps the family, whether he's there or he's not. He's inside everyone, and he's always there for each other.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not even like a person. Maybe he's just,
Yeah.
maybe he's a feeling that everyone has, like just the part of everyone that kind of makes them feel like they have to help people no matter what.
Yeah. What if he was a person? What personality do you think he'd have? He's
Like,
brave, maybe.
Yeah, like he's,
Yeah.
he'd be the kind of kid that would help everyone,
Very
even though he's,
caring.
yeah, even though he's like he has a sad, like, as it says, like a geography of scars. So he's like, there's been through his life, there's been hard times, but I think that helps him learn like that he doesn't want other people to go through those hard times too.
And I felt kind of like when he says his throat must clear itself and apologize each time it speaks, like I feel like some of the time he doesn't even have to apologize, but he just does it because he wants to protect everyone else.
I agree with Alyssa on that one. That makes.
Yeah, I do too.
Mhm.
So, what kind of figurative language do you see in this passage?
A lot of metaphors.
Mm-hmm.
There's like the home's our color of bad weather and eyes the color of caterpillar. And he says like 100 little fingers of red, green, yellow, and blue.
Mm-hmm.
There's also some idioms because like part where it says limbs stuffed with feathers and rags, and then
Mhm.
also the one where it says the single guitar of grief. That one could be a metaphor too. But
I didn't really get limbs stuffed with feathers and rags. I didn't really get what that meant.
Like, oh, I think it means like he's, like, they're not wealthy and he's gone through a lot. And he also has like 3 other siblings too and 1 mom. So it's hard to take care of all of them. So instead of taking care of himself, he takes care of the others. So, what do you think is the main idea of this passage?
I think it's kind of the same. It's just like you have to grow and like help out everyone.
I agree. Even though their family probably isn't the wealthiest, and his life might be a little bit stressful, that still means he can be grateful and help out.
I agree with John. What do you think Salvador will be a responsible adult? Like, what do you think, like, in the future? Like, will he be a good adult or?
Yeah, he'll probably have a lot of kids because he likes to help out with his siblings.
I think he'll teach his kids to be like he was when he was a kid, to be like caring for everybody.
I agree.
What do you think Cecilo and Arturito, what do you think they're like? Like, are they like Salvador?
You know, I think they're the average little kids where they get dragged around by the adult, but
Yeah.
they don't really understand, like, Salvador's helping them even though he's like he could be like a little kid or he could be inside of them.
Yeah.
Like, they don't get that he helps everyone out.
Compared to Salvador, how old do you think the siblings are?
I don't know, because I don't know how old Salvador is. He's probably maybe like 10-ish,
Because it said that the siblings have like crayons and stuff.
Yeah, so
they-
So they could be
like
like
5, 6.
Yeah, they could, no, he could probably be like 8 or something.
Yeah.
Maybe younger.
I think they're definitely younger though, because he's kind of taking care of them.
Yeah.
So, well, I guess they could be older, but I think it makes more sense when
Yeah.
they're younger.
Yeah. Doesn't really explain much.
Do you think the mother is a good mother? It doesn't say much about her.
I think she is.
I think she is because like she probably taught Salvador how to
Yeah.
take care of all the kids.
Yeah, I think she is. The reason she's not taking care of the others is she doesn't have enough time to. Like, she has so much to take care of.
Mhm.
Salvador has to take some of the load.
Yeah.
And she probably has a job too that she has to focus with, and the baby, and
Your dad leaving.
Yeah.
Besides like the eyes, the color of a caterpillar, and like flutters in the air before disappearing like a memory of clouds, is there anything else that kind of relates to that? Like any other metaphors or just any other words that relate to that?
Like, well, in the first paragraph on the bottom, it says, he shakes his sleepy brothers awake, ties their shoes, combs their hair, feeds them milk and cornflakes. So he, like, it's showing, like, it's the start where he does this every little thing for these kids, like any mom or dad would.
Yeah, maybe it is like where at the end he kind of learns that he does have more like, because in the beginning he kind of seemed sad, but at the end he probably realized that he has more than he might think he had.
Mm-hmm.